Alright. I had to make a video about this shocking thing that I didn't expect. And I don't think any of you expected out there this either. Even even my friend that went to a pre-trial with me didn't expect this. You know what I mean? She's like, they're going to crucify you. You're going to be in jail for a year at least. That's what I was prepping for. I was prepping. The way I was bullied on the streets by the cops, the way I was treated in jail by the sheriffs, the way all were being harassed by FBI outside the courtroom while the trial was being intimidated by cops outside the courtroom, like parking outside where I sleep, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. I'm like, there's no way the judge will dismiss this case. I got like the whole world against me. You know what I mean? But look that's what the video's about. See that? Judgment of dismissal. I got this. I just barely got this. You know what I mean? There's my name against the whole U.S.A. Judgment of dismissal right there. But it took a long time. It took a long time until I got this paper. It took a long time. I was prepping, like you guys know, I was prepping for jury. I was prepping to face a mean jury. A mean jury that was going to crucify me. You know what I mean? Everyone in this area is pro-U.S.A., pro-police. Everyone is in this area for the most part. I'm like, I'm crucified. Just crucify me. Why have a trial? Just put me in jail. Just put me in jail now for a year. You know? So, but praise the Lord. Maybe God twisted Pontius Pilate's arm. I don't know. Whatever the case, Pontius Pilate took a stand against the tactics of the state, all the tactics of the police, all the tactics of the FBI. Pontius Pilate said, I had enough. I see no fault in the man. Dismissed. He took a stand. He did. I'm like, what? So that's the biggest difference between my trial and the Lord's trial back in the day. As we know, Pontius Pilate fell under the pressure of the people. That's what I thought was going to happen in my case. Because I'm hated. I'm hated by the cops. The police chief ordered me in jail. I was there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hated by the FBI. I'm hated because I tricked them. I'm like, there's no way under that pressure that Pontius Pilate will sign a dismissal. There's no way. You know what I mean? He would dismiss it. There's no way. But I'm shocked. You know what I mean? I'm shocked. But I already declared war. It's too late. It's too late. I already declared war against the U.S.A. It's too late now. You know what I mean? I did, like, mid-trial. Before the jury, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, if you didn't want me to start a war, dismiss the case sooner. You know what I'm saying? We're too far in now. They did me dirty. We're too far in now. But yeah. So all this preparation, I was preparing. I was getting all my things in order to face a jury. This is not a joke. I was getting everything in order to face a jury and them to see the footage. for them to see the footage of the police bullying me heavily. They bullied me so strong. I'm like, no one could have withstand the bullying that I withstood. Before I walked away. No one could have. But despite that, this area is so pro-police, and the hate for me is so strong. The jury would have convicted me anyways. I'm not kidding. And my friend knows this too. They're like, with me, it's a different case. She knows. If I would have seen a jury, they would have convicted me. Even though, like, a normal, compassionate person could see I'm getting bullied by cops, and that's why I walked away, and then they put me in handcuffs. A normal person would say, that's not guilty. They were too excessive. Not in this area. Not in this area of the U.S.A. They would still side with the police. I'm not kidding. There was only like 100 people at Victor Perez's protest. Only 100. What are the chances those 100 people would be in my jury out of 56,000 in this city? Not very likely. So the rest of the city that didn't show up against police brutality, that didn't show up, the 55,000 something people would have been selected for my jury. Pro-police against me. I would have been crucified. You know what I mean? Literally. I mean, people drive around in this city. This is not a joke. People drive around in this city with a real flag attached to their truck. They drive with a real flag flying on the truck with the blue stripe. People drive around the city like that every day. They'll crucify. It's like pro-U.S.A. every day here. You know what I mean? Pro-cop. We don't care if they murder kids. We don't care. You know what I mean? That's the kind of citizens that live here. It's not a joke. But anyway, Pontius Pilate has spoken. You take it up with him. You take it up with Pontius Pilate. Not me. Not me. Take it up with him. He dismissed it, not me. But anyways, I'm running out of space, but I can't believe it. I was shocked. I was, I went into the public defender office. I'm like, so, and I'm like, so is the pre-trial conference, the second one, gonna still happen? Just recently I went in and expecting them to say, yeah, it's still a go. They're like, nope, the judge dismissed it. I'm like, what? What? And then they showed me the paper that I just showed you. Pontius Pilate dismissed the case. He took a stand against the people. The U.S.A. people that were hating on me, calling me names, bullying me. Pontius Pilate took a stand. He did. He said, I see no fault in the man. Yeah. I don't see any fault in me either. But anyway, except I did some trickery, to the people. But other than that, I see no fault in the man. But anyways, that's all I'll say for this video. But Pontius Pilate, he's a stand-up judge. He's all right. And that's all I'll say for